Like you see those countries? Even actually the Lord told me, you see Morocco there. You see Morocco, eh? Of course now I've just given the prophecy on how some league is going to go. But since they are Muslims, I think we overturn it. Eh? We'll see what to do. But I saw people prepare to give a certain trophy of Africa to a certain country. Eh? Glory to God. Like you see those countries? But since they are Muslims, I think we overturn it. Eh? We'll see what to do. But I saw people prepare to give a certain trophy of Africa to a certain country. Eh? Glory to God.
Now listen, I heard Jeff mention it, but the AFCON final, Stuart, you saw it. Simon, you've seen the scenes. Unbelievable scenes last night in Rabat, Morocco. Senegal thought they had won it late on. Ismail Assar headed in from a corner, but the goal was disallowed due to a foul in the area. Morocco, remember the hosts, Morocco, go up the other end and in the 92nd minute are awarded a penalty. Senegal players are ordered off the pitch in protest by their own coach, Pat Thiaw. Then 17 minutes after the penalty kick had been awarded, Senegal players came back onto the pitch. The resultant penalty to win AFCON for Morocco for the first time in their history is missed by Brahim Diaz after he attempts and fails with a Panenka. Have you ever seen anything like that, Stuart?
Make sure Senegal would lose this game. This is how the Senegalese players arrived. I think by train, and as you can see, this is not the way a team that has reached the final should be arriving. This is all mental warfare before the game, because Morocco knew when this AFCON started, with all of the money that they invested, building all the stadiums and doing everything they did, and they haven't won the AFCON I think for 60 years. They wanted to make sure to win this AFCON. They're probably the best team in Africa, with them reaching the World Cup first place not too long time ago. They wanted to make sure they didn't lose it. But now let's go in.
That was the craziest ending of football I have ever seen in my life. Now, that was insane. What we just witnessed between Morocco and Senegal is hard to put into words. I thought we were about to see one of the biggest kind of controversies in the history of football. I mean, that could be right up there. We have seen some crazy controversies. We can go through Hand of God by Maradona. We can go through, some games that's happened with South Korea and Italy. We can go on and on and on. But what we saw there, I've never seen in a cup final a team walk off the pitch and say they are no longer participating in the game.
But since they are Muslims, I think we overturn it. Eh? We'll see what to do.
It'll be a long walk for Morocco. There is still drizzle that falls on this stadium and on the players.
Now I can tell you, when you're a runner-up and it's in your home turf, that hurts, believe me. It's difficult to keep back the tears if you know you've invested so much for your fatherland on home turf.
Hakimi is being consoled.
But since they are Muslims, I think we overturn it. Eh? We'll see what to do.
After almost a month of football drama and spectacle, Africa has its champion. Senegal have lifted the AFCON trophy, beating the hosts Morocco 1-0 in a very, very dramatic controversial final to win the continental title a second time. But tonight the story goes far beyond Senegal's silverware, because what unfolded in Rabat was not just a football match gone wrong. It was a night of chaos, controversy and misconduct that embarrassed African football. And unfortunately, that chaos came from the very nation that has been hailed and was celebrated as the face of Africa, the host Morocco. Now, this edition of AFCON was incredible. A tournament where Africa showcased its true depth and potential. Underdogs punched above their weight, traditional giants were pushed to the edge. Senegal quietly and efficiently made their way through to the final, and Morocco for most of the month delivered as hosts until the final. As Senegal team arrived in the capital by train, they faced lack of security. Players were swarmed by fans and had to push their way through to the team bus.
Aujourd'hui, a team like Senegal, which is traveling, is left with a crowd like that. My players were in danger. Anything could have happened with people with bad intentions. And that must not happen, especially between two brother countries.
On le laisse avec la foule.
That was because before the final even took place, and if you thought that was all the discomfort Senegal would be put through, you would be mistaken. What followed in the final was far worse, because finals don't test logistics as we know, they test character. And when the trophy was on the line, the cracks appeared. Because the final exposed the hard truth that Morocco still has many lessons left to learn. Lessons that Senegal demonstrated not just with football but with leadership. The final 10 minutes of regulation time was utter chaos. Both teams pushed desperately for a winner, refusing to let the game drift into extra time. Tempers flared, fouls increased, pressure mounted. Then came the first flashpoint. Senegal scored deep into stoppage time and began celebrating what looked like a dramatic winner. But the referee disallowed the goal, citing a foul in the build-up. Senegal pleaded for a VAR review. The referee refused. Frustration grew, emotions boiled, and then the moment that changed everything. At the other end, Morocco's Ibrahim Diaz went down in the box appealing for a penalty. Initially, the referee waved to play on, but later the referee checked VAR, and after consistent appeals from the hosts and the crowd that was gathered, a penalty was awarded. That decision ignited fury. The Senegalese players felt cheated, the coach was livid, and in an unprecedented moment, he asked his players to walk off the pitch in an AFCON final. While tempers exploded, while chaos threatened to consume that final, one man stood firm, Sadio Mane. He refused to leave the pitch. Instead, he pulled his teammates back. He calmed the storm.
What we felt was a bit of injustice, because just before that there was a foul against us and the referee decided not to look at the VAR. So like any human being, we were a little frustrated, but Sadio Mane told us to get back on the field. We rallied, we came back.
Il y a eu l'arrêt de ce gardien, Enock Makoko.
Mane didn't score the winner, but he delivered something far more important, a note on leadership.
It's not fair to stop football like this. I think it was really important to play the match. Even though we could have won or lost, it doesn't matter. But football should be played.
What followed proved exactly why. Morocco were handed the advantage, a penalty, and they missed it. No mocking celebrations came from Senegal, and no taunts. They continued to play on. They focused on the last moments of the game, and just minutes later, Papagaï struck the decisive goal, and Senegal won the AFCON, not with any noise, not with intimidation, but with composure. No wonder all Mane's teammates, particularly his own captain, Koulibaly, urged him to lift that trophy. They all knew who it mattered for the most and who really brought this one home. Sadio Mane's last AFCON couldn't have ended in a more emotionally charged note.